Hello world, you're watching 80s Music Twin Ranked. I'm Joel.
That was the video formerly known as
That's
80s
right.
Music.
You're right, I got it wrong.
I'm Chris.
So what are we called? We didn't think about that.
It's unpronounceable. Our new name.
It's not this. And supposedly, so this is Prince's name.
And he did it because he was in a fight with record producers. That's a theme with these guys. They're always fighting with record producers.
You know what that's supposed to be? The male and female symbols combined.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because he's androgynous, obviously.
Obviously.
If he was alive, I would say stop it.
He's married twice.
Was he?
Yeah.
Did he marry Apollonia?
No.
No.
The second...
Who did he marry?
I don't remember.
One of his
their
band
names.
members?
No.
Wendy or Lisa?
So he got divorced and then he married another person. Her name was Miguel, I thought. I'm like, who?
Is that a woman?
I thought he divorced a woman and got married to a man. Nope, it's a woman. So
Well, I mean, he had songs like "If I Was Your Girlfriend."
yeah.
So, what's interesting about that symbol I just showed you? So that symbol came right around the time he put the album "Love Symbol" out, because that's called the Love Symbol, right? And that album specifically has a song that says, "My name is Prince." Really? You don't put that on the previous album.
And he went back to his name when he changed labels.
Right. So, yeah. 'Cause that wasn't a publicity stunt or anything like that.
Well, they said he's also known as the artist, and the artist formerly known as Prince,
yeah.
which is
Also-
Tafka or something like that.
Tafcap.
Tafcap, which is the artist formerly known as Prince. Tafcap.
Has anybody ever? I wonder if anybody ever
Call
called
it Tafcap.
High five. I don't know, but so he's from Minnesota, Minneapolis, right? He doesn't look like a guy that came from Minneapolis.
Yeah, apparently he's a genius at all instruments, right?
Yeah, he played everything.
Yeah.
So he doesn't strike me as a guy who could play drums.
No, he doesn't. But drum machine, I can see that, which he did.
Yeah, I can see a drum machine. That's not really playing something though. But
No, I knew he was pretty good at guitar
Well, yeah.
because
His
of
movie.
No, not the movie, the Batman video is what I was just saying.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
I mean, in
'cause
Purple Rain,
pretty
you can
sure
see him playing
Yeah,
the guitar.
yeah.
Yeah, so, Batman. Tell me how Bat Dance is number one on the Billboard chart. It literally
Because that was what did Batman reach? Was it number
was
one?
number one movie.
Okay, so that's why it's the number one movie at the box office. I mean, it had 2 sequels, or no, 3.
So I wonder.
3 sequels, sorry.
I wonder if he's done that twice. Would that soundtrack have been the number one album when it came out?
Maybe.
So when Purple Rain came out, okay, to me that's the album that shot him up into he was a star. Purple Rain comes out, he's a superstar, right? The album, he had the number one album, number one song, and number one movie all in the same week.
Yeah.
And nobody had done that up until that point. But I wonder if he did it again
Yeah.
with Batman.
So with Bat Dance, anyways, it's a long song, longer than normal.
But it puts
and it
speaking parts from the movie.
it puts speaking parts in the movie, but
should have ruined
it's
it.
not as bad as the song from Jerry Maguire, where it has interspace.
Oh,
You complete me and all that stuff in there.
or any of the songs now that are like promoting social things, and they have to put people saying inspirational things within the song.
This is the audio equivalent of the videos you like of movie songs that show you clips of the movie. Here they just put the audio in the song.
That's true. You know what?
What do you remember? I didn't listen to it again because I knew what the song sounded like, but I do remember Vicky Vale, or who is that?
And here's what's funny that's not the worst song on the album. Party Man is much worse. So I guess
he painted his face where it's a split. So
now Prince was not in the movie, right?
no,
He looked like he could have been a character right in that movie. If Tim Burton wanted to make a superstar, Prince.
Yeah. He wasn't in that movie, but he was in 3 other movies.
And were they all based on his albums?
No. One was called Graffiti Bridge.
Which was one of his albums.
Was it? What was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And he, so I
Supposedly.
guess so, and Under the Cherry Moon and Purple Rain.
And Sign of the Times, which was a concert album.
But Graffiti Bridge,
Was supposedly a sequel.
he directed.
Oh, did he really?
Yes, he
Okay.
directed it.
But that was supposedly a sequel because it lists him as the kid, which is the same character he plays in Purple Rain.
So I
Or
don't
at
know.
least he promised that.
I don't know what it is with him in colors. Okay, Under the Cherry Moon. So obviously the moon's red.
Yeah. Red Corvette,
Yeah.
Cherry Moon, Purple Rain.
Raspberry Beret.
He has a black album and he has the gold experience. So it's the rainbow. Which again, why does he have so many albums where he has to have no shirt on?
I don't know. Yeah.
How he became famous is
Well, Kiss, the Kiss video, he doesn't have a shirt on that. When Doves Cry, he's climbing out of a bathtub without a shirt. I was saying he's in a bathtub, so the
Yeah.
doves must be
I
doves.
was saying he's a genius, but he was like Michael Jackson. He was. They were competing for weirdness.
Okay.
Those two were MTV was too white, and they needed to have black players, and that's when Michael Jackson and Prince started competing. And
Why didn't Rockwell shoot up there? Michael Jackson was helping him, it just
I
didn't do
know,
anything.
he's a one-hit wonder. I don't know. There were other black artists. Obviously, Ray Parker Jr., we just mentioned in the Irene Cara video, did Ghostbusters. He actually had his own band, but I think that is only him.
I can think of Billy Ocean.
Right, he's pretty good.
He was pretty good. Cool and the Gang has a lot of good hits. I thought
Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie and the Commodores, yes.
Okay, so let's go back to Purple Rain. Purple Rain has Apollonia.
Have you seen any of these movies, by the way?
What?
Any of his movies?
Purple? No, I have not seen
Okay,
it.
me neither.
Hard to. Anyways,
But he does look like he belongs on a motorcycle.
yes, he does.
But I every time I see him, I think he's short. I don't know how tall he is, but he looks like he's short.
Skinny, I know that.
So it makes me think maybe you ever see these new videos on TikTok where they show the little people like a guy rolling a tire and then they'll cut and it's a normal guy and picks up this model. Like maybe Prince had a small bike. That's why I look normal. I
Okay,
don't know.
so I was about to mention
I'm sorry.
Apollonia Cotero, right? Her real name is Patricia, but her middle name was Apollonia, and so that's what she became. And I don't know if she went on to big things afterwards. I don't remember her being in anything else, right? She was not the original star of that, or she was not going to be the star of that. You know who was?
I don't.
Vanity,
Oh yes.
who starred with Billy D. Williams in what was that movie? Action Jackson.
Yeah.
And she was in other things.
Craig
but-
T. Nelson, was that Craig?
Yes, as the bad guy. Yes. So and Prince was also a producer. He had side projects. Vanity was actually in a group called Vanity 6. He must have something with the number 6, right? She quit or something, so she was no longer going to be in the movie. And then her band, the other 2 members of the band stayed, and Apollonia just fit right in. And then changed the name from Vanity 6 to Apollonia 6. and then she fit right into the role there, right? But interestingly, I think one of the songs that band sang eventually became a hit with Prince. I forget which one it was. Speaking of side projects, the other one is with Morris Day, right?
He also I heard this after he died. They found in his basement like 1,000 songs and even some videos like that.
So
he's
he could, we could be putting out more CDs.
Not with him singing them, unless they have the audio
It
too.
could be. You know what? So my one son's into rap, and a guy named
I think they did. They have an album coming out this year for Prince.
maybe
Of new songs.
there's a guy named Juice World, right? You ever heard of him?
No.
He's a rapper that died already.
Okay.
They still put out music of his because he wrote so many things. Now they probably all sound.
But he's wrote some hits for other people too, even
Yes.
under pseudonyms. But the Bangles,
Manic Monday was one of his original hits.
Sinead O'Connor did.
Nothing Compares to You.
He also recorded it himself.
Yes,
on one of his albums.
Yes, and she obviously her shot up to #1. Of course, she uses the for Nothing Compares to is a number and you is a U.
Yeah, because that's what Prince did all the time.
Right. He likes the. I don't like these words. How do you trim it? Just T-O. That's too long.
He was doing texting before people had
Right.
cell phones.
So anyway, back to Morris Day. They had a song called The Time. No, his band was The Time. The song was called The Bird. Right? Didn't it have like a thing you did? Or did you go to the flap your wing? I don't know. It was a big thing.
You doing the chicken dance?
We were, I don't know, but we were in high school. Didn't that song came on and people did the move, whatever move he came up with. That was a big thing for some reason. Did he have any other side projects?
I'm sure he did, but at the moment I can't think of it. Those were his biggest. Also, Weird Al. He asked Prince 10 times, I think it was,
And he never let him.
Prince always said no, but never gave him a reason.
What's interesting is Prince's very first charted hit. I Want to Be Your Lover.
And Weird Al has a song called I Want to Be Your Lover.
Which-
If you look on Wikipedia, it says in the style of Prince.
Actually, no.
It says in the style of, not...
It doesn't, unless they change it. Somebody put it in the style of somebody else.
Wikipedia you can edit
You
because
can't. I could go in there and change it if I wanted to.
Wikipedia is a reliable source of the internet.
It actually put another band. Maybe they don't want to get sued by people who work for Prince. Says it's not from him, but yeah, you can definitely tell when he sings it. That's Prince. Was he in any movies outside of his own stuff? Like he didn't show up in Men in Black or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay. He was from Minnesota, like I said, and so therefore, when there was a Super Bowl at Minnesota, he was the halftime.
2009?
I think so.
I think it's 2009, yeah. And I would say that was probably the best Super Bowl. Everybody kind of agrees that's the best Super Bowl. And it started raining. Well, I don't know if he was playing Purple Rain at the time, but
I don't know, and you know what he
was on
did?
stage.
I think he did try to put out a song for the Vikings, and it was a crappy song. It got blasted. I think Jim Rome blasted it. You don't know if he is a sports announcer.
I know who he is. I don't know.
He hated it. Now, our sister had Purple Rain, right?
Yes.
She would blast that.
Was it Purple Rain that she had?
She had Purple Rain. And I asked her.
I remember hearing 1999 all the time. Oh, she might have had that album
No,
also.
that was a friend of ours down the road on that other road. The friend that had the pink.
I think her sister might have had more than one album.
I asked her. I said, "Did you have any albums other than Purple Rain?" She said, "No." Yesterday.
Okay.
And so our friend down the street, he had. That's why I remember 1999 Little Red Corvette as we were playing ping pong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
His weirdest, I'd say his weirdest one. The
Delirious.
Delirious, yes.
and that one charted higher than Little Red Corvette, I think,
Yeah.
or 1999. Maybe which one of those? I have it right here.
Yeah, okay, so look, he...
12 for 1999.
He gets Delirious.
6 for Corvette, 8 for Delirious.
He gets Delirious.
Yes.
Hey, let's go crazy and let's party like 1999. Yes. Oh, there is a Weird Al. I think he did this because of Prince. In Amish Paradise, he has that lyric that they're gonna party like it's 1699.
That's true. So they have to take the shortcut to make fun of him. That's funny. And now, obviously, 1999 is coming wet. I don't remember people partying back then.
No, in fact, 1999, we lived through it. everybody was panicking
because of
because
Y2K.
They thought Y2K was going to happen, and like they didn't think that the computers could handle the date change.
Right.
And they thought everything was going to reset. People were taking pictures of their bank accounts.
Yes, to prove
They had their money, and so when they lost it, they'd like, here we had this.
And so that would be why people are partying like it's 1999, because you think disaster is coming and the apocalypse is next, right?
Yeah, in fact, I thought I saw a commercial where it was a commercial parodying this, where like a guy was taking a picture of the bank account, and then the thing flipped over, and it said he had a lot more money. So he was like,
Dude. Suddenly, we don't need these pictures anymore. I got no, that's mine. So check out behind me. Okay, so I wrote down pretty much the year he started all the way down to the year that he had his last charted hit, and that was with the Gold Experience. I forget what the song is called, but 18 years.
The last one I remember, I think it was 7. I think 7 is the last one I remember.
I remember Diamonds and Pearls.
Oh, Diamonds and Pearls.
Is that on that? Is that on? Or no, he had the most beautiful girl in the world.
I don't remember that one. I heard it.
No, 7 came after Diamonds and Pearls.
That's the last one I remember.
Okay.
Savoir faire. That's.
But look what he did, and he had, how many albums did he put out?
Oh, a ton. 15, 16, something like that.
No. Just behind me.
Oh.
18 years, 17 albums.
Studio albums?
Yes.
How many did you say?
There's 18 years, 17 albums.
So I said 16. I was off by one.
And he put at least, look, he started putting out 2 a year. He had at least 20 more that didn't have any charted songs on them. So it was like, yeah, I wrote a lot of stuff. Just start cramming it into CDs and throwing it out there. So, I don't know. Was he still famous? I mean, when he died.
Yes, he is famous. Just because of who he is. It's like Elvis.
But
Elvis is still famous. And he's
yeah,
50 years, so.
but when he was alive, Prince was putting all these stuff and nothing was ever charting. Elvis's music was charting every year he put something out. So
I heard he was a nice guy too. I heard
really?
like he would go to like a party, playing somewhere. Maybe it was New Year's party, and just to be nice, he'd go up and play for the people that were in the crowd.
I can't remember. If this
Just not because he wasn't scheduled or anything. He was there and he knew that.
I should have looked this up, but so the Cavs had a player called Lamar. No, I wish I knew the guy's name. Where he got drafted by the Cavs. You can edit this out if it's false.
Yeah.
So he got drafted the same year. Carlos Boozer. Same year as LeBron. And then he left the team, and when he came back with the Utah Jazz, people booed him. I went to that game. We booed. Well, he wasn't at the game. He was injured. But the place would show his picture, and we'd all boo. Anyways, I believe he had a house in Utah that Prince rented out because how expensive it was, and then he demolished it. I'll have to check that story out. It might be false, and then you can edit this. If it's not false, it's a cool story.
Yeah, but true.
But yeah, I didn't really listen to him other than being forced.
Well, I didn't look for his stuff. It came on the radio. I listened to it. They're pretty good songs.
Yes, during the Purple Rain time. That's
and also he probably got Sheena Easton famous. She did For Your Eyes Only.
She was famous somewhat
before
that. Yeah.
The one song, 1999. Probably the only song he has that's got 3 different singers for the verses.
And so he's had women sing some of this, at least half the songs. On a lot of them, that Wendy for sure. Raspberry Beret is sang by other people, not just him. Yeah, so. And Sheena Easton, she's appeared on a couple, right?
Raspberry Beret. Okay, so Old Man Johnson wonders that's somebody he knew, and but the line always gets me in that one. I hear it is he says, "Built the way she was, she asked me. She had the nerve to ask me if I had planned to do it anytime. Would anyone do that? Hey, you gonna harm me? Would you ask somebody that?"
Only if they kidnapped you. You're like, don't hurt me. I don't know. But yeah, there wasn't a whole lot I knew about Prince. I was like, this is too much research. And he has 40 albums. I wasn't going to sit there and look at every single album. So I did ask somebody I work with about Prince. And he went and saw him. I didn't know this about this guy. He went and saw him. And Sheila E. was his drummer at the time.
Oh yeah, she did play drums.
She was a drummer. She had her own music, but then she joined Prince's band. He said that was one of the best concerts he's ever seen.
Okay.
So, he is good. And I still hear some ladies that work near me play the album loud, and I can hear. Oh, which reminds me, he is the reason we see the parental explicit lyrics sticker.
Oh, yeah, that started sometime. That was
So Tipper Gore's daughter was listening to Purple Rain, and it has that one song, Little Nicky, that obviously is talking about things that 11-year-olds shouldn't hear about. And so she fought to get that parental advisory sticker on them, and we've had them ever since. And now it's just like movies now. You know, it used to be where you had a good assortment of PG movies and R movies. By and large, most movies now are R.
Yeah, well, they started PG-13 then.
Yeah. Well, that was Steven Spielberg's fault. Not Prince. But just like most CDs, I bet have this sticker on them nowadays. The artists that
every rapper has that.
Right. You listen to rap, that sticker's coming on your album.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the top 10.
Top 10, not top 5.
All right, starting with the honorable mentions. Which one of them should not? No, okay. Nostalgia clouds the mind. So, the one that came off of my top 10 that you didn't like, at least when you wrote your list, Take Me With You, starting off with all those cool drum parts. Again, is that Prince playing the drums?
Probably.
Kind of cool.
Probably from Prince played everything on his albums.
The one that wasn't on yours anymore because I don't like it, Cream. Which even the topic is like, yes, it's the Cream you think it is.
Yeah, I like the instruments. So that's why I put it out there.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes the lyrics make me hate
Shaboogie Bop. You know like that?
What?
Shaboogie Bop.
That's the song from him?
Cream Shaboogie Bop. I think he says that.
Oh, that's in the song.
It's in the lyrics.
Okay,
yes.
no, I don't know. So anyways, I think, so because Take Me With You's not in our top 10, that means we do not have half of the songs as Purple Rain songs, because I was thinking they'd all be there. At least I'd probably put all 5 of them in the top 10. Okay, so the number 10, you'll have to help, well, no.
I'm surprised you didn't see the movie then, since...
You find it on that list as I say them. Since I don't have my list, I had to rewrite them because I left it at home.
Okay.
You Got the Look. Tell me what album it comes from. I have this at 9. You had it at 15, but it made our charts. No, it's
I want to say it's 1999.
I think it's Diamonds and Pearls.
Oh, the songs are over here.
This is
I'm like, I don't know how to read this.
This is the song. This is the year that came out. The album title of the song.
Sign of the Times.
Oh, it came from Sign of the Times. Okay. Sign of the Times, I think, has 3 songs by different people. So the other charted song, he sings one. This one is the one with Sheena Easton. And then the other one has the Wendy singing with it, I think. So, yeah, Sign of the Times, I believe it's the only song from Sign of the Times we probably have.
Is it You Got the Look?
Yes, it is. You Got the Look. Of course, why wouldn't it be? Yeah, so, so you're doing your list of the words in our top 10. Will you include that as you or the letter U?
I'll write it down the way he has
you?
it on his album.
Okay, so it'll be the only time we see the letter U?
Yeah.
Okay, stop. Okay, number 9, coming from Purple Rain. Both of us. I said it's coming from Purple Rain.
Okay,
some of these I know where they're from. Both of us have it at number 10. And that would be I Die For You. Again, So Would Die would be the only ones he spelled out.
Is this one the? No, that's not. No, yeah, it is. I would.
Yeah, it's
you.
fast. Right. Yeah. Yes, it's the fast one.
Fast hi hat. Yeah.
So I definitely like the Take Me With You over this one, but it made the list anyways. We just missed it again. Number 8, 7.
Because we didn't. Yeah, you're saying because we had 38 special. It was our number 37.
Right.
Band, so we missed it by one.
Okay, so I have this one at 11. You have it at 9. So had I liked it as much as you, perhaps it would have been 7. But 7 is 8. And right now I can't even recall how it goes, but I do remember when it was on. I liked it. Now,
I just like what he says savoir faire.
Is this Graffiti Bridge?
This is Around the World. Is that it, or is that
no? It's down here.
Oh, okay. Love Symbol.
Love Symbol. The only song probably from Love Symbol. All right. You don't have to look this one up. Both of us put this song at number 8, and coming from the album of the same title, Diamonds and Pearls. Unless he did something weird. I mean, we have seen where the album title and the song title were not on the same one. That was from U2, right?
Yeah, there was what was the Led Zeppelin? Houses of the Holy.
Yeah, that's what it was. Houses of the Holy. They put the song out, or no,
House of the Holy was on Physical Graffiti.
Right.
The album was before it.
That's right.
They were trying to do a Daryl Hollow's Method of Modern Love. They spelled it, so they're like D to the I to the A to the S.
Not as good as Hollow.
Yeah, it's not as Method MOTHOD. Yeah.
But what year did that come out?
And this was the second band. This is not the Revolution.
1992.
This was
New
Power
Generation. Yes. So I was actually pleasantly surprised that I actually liked some songs outside of the 80s, because I thought everything would be in the 80s. Okay, number 6. I have at 6, you have at 7, and this is Raspberry Beret.
This, I don't know if you remember this, on MTV, when it came out.
Right.
You know, they had the world premiere. They always have the world premiere with the famous people. And they were playing it on the hour, every hour. Do you remember that?
Kinda. Yeah.
And they had the video, and is
he
colorful. It's colorful.
Is he wearing a Raspberry Beret, or is the girl? I forget. I did not watch any of the videos.
No, because I knew how the song went. So
yeah.
But I do remember that on the.
And is that a violin being played?
And we watched it every time.
It's not a pleasant sounding song. I mean, the music is kind of irritating after a while, but it's one of the more recognizable.
I would say it's probably synthesizer, and he's probably playing a synthesizer. He could have got a violinist, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Okay. Number 5. We both have at number 5. Purple Rain. We could turn off the lights to have our. So that I get out of the song and we would know that there's a Christian comedian named Tim Hawkins, who does a
yeah. He wouldn't let Weird Al do anything, but a comedian could do anything on stage.
Now he didn't actually change. Did he change the lyrics?
Yeah, he changed the lyrics.
Okay, he did change the lyrics. He did this song as if Prince was a baby.
Yeah. And instead of Purple Rain, it's Potty Train.
Check that out. Okay, Purple Rain. It is, and this song gets played all the time still on the radio. Yeah, but it's a good slow song. You know, it is one of those you can tell it's a concert song too. This is one that when I'm at the concert, I probably want to hear this one just because of the crowd reaction to it. Okay, number 4, also coming from Purple Rain. I have this at number 2. You have it at 4, and that's When Doves Cry.
Right. And you didn't hear my joke before, but I said he's climbing on a bathtub in the video.
Right.
And I said, so when doves cry, the dove is the soap. You missed that.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good joke. Dove's like, oh my eyes. No. Okay, so
Okay, when a dove is a bird, so when it cries, talk about it crying out like a tweet, 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 or are they talking about tears going? I don't know if birds can actually cry. Like
no, I would imagine it's the sound it's making, and so
when it's in pain.
within his song. Okay, he does the ee, sort of like Michael Jackson does, you know. That's not the dove. Doesn't he have another cry he makes later in the song?
In Purple Rain, he goes, "Oh!" at the purple rain.
At the beginning of the song, he's going. Blah, blah.
That's not it. That's gotta
Is that
be
an instrument?
That's gotta be an instrument.
Okay,
yeah.
it sounds like somebody done. Blah. Is that the dove? Okay. Yeah, so you would hope within the song he actually shows us what the dove sounds like. It's like that with the what does the fox say? We want to
Ding,
know.
ding, ding, ding,
What's
ding,
it? We want to know. Don't just tell us. We want to hear it. Okay, number 3, coming from the album of the same title, 1999. You have this as your second favorite song. I have it as my third. And you know he re-released this song twice. Once in 1998 to show the year is going up, and then again in 1999. And of course, now that we're past that song, can you ever hear that song again? Because it's like going backwards,
Yeah.
right?
Well, you would not. He wouldn't be able to write. Nobody would be able to write something like that anymore. This was party like it's 2015.
Yeah,
It doesn't flow like 1999 does.
Okay, all right. Number 2, your number 1 song. So your number 1 song and 2 song both come from 1999, which means you'd rather buy that album than Purple Rain.
I would. Actually.
Okay. Not me.
You want Purple Rain?
Probably Purple Rain because I have 4 of the songs on my list. Okay, so my number 4 song. So I actually like 1999 better. You like Little Red Corvette better. So I have this one at 4. It's Little Red Corvette, which, not that we need to tell you what it is, but it's not about.
It's not about a car. Yeah, we know that.
That's all we need to know. I mean, just look at his album titles. Okay, other than For You and Prince, Dirty Mind,
Yeah.
Controversy, and then he goes through and it's like, I mean, Love Sexy. What
So
the heck?
Little Red Corvette is obviously a redhead, probably. That's why it says red.
Probably. Yeah. All right. So that brings us to number 1. You've guessed it. We'll tell you. What is it again? My number 1, and obviously your number 3 because you like the 2 1999 songs. But it is,
Let's Go Crazy.
yes. So you can't do that by yourself.
Yeah. Oh, you guys say it too?
What?
Let's Go Crazy. You want us to both say it?
No, I'm saying you can't go crazy by yourself.
Oh, let's. Yeah.
You have to do
yes.
it with somebody else.
Yeah.
So,
But there's something else. The Afterlife.
oh yeah,
Starts it.
Now they don't play that on the radio.
Sometimes
right?
they.
Have you heard the whole thing?
I've heard it before. It's not like.
So is he a preacher? He's preaching that movie, right?
And then he goes on his ramble. I'm like, I can't understand what he's saying. He's talking too fast. As the
He's
drums,
obviously
as
doing
the
some.
drums. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Did you say you've never seen the movie?
No, I haven't seen a movie.
I wonder, is it a clip or is he in concert when he's saying it?
Oh, it could be. Is it Purple Rain that's filmed?
Yeah, it's Purple
So,
Rain. So is he?
now we got to go out.
preach
and
it
see,
to the crowd.
we have to go out and see the movies.
Just to find out why he did all that spiel before the song. But it is obviously the biggest pop song of his career because it's not. I mean, this one and When Doves Cry went to number 1, right? And Purple Rain went to number 2. But this one, because it's got the guitar solo. Even he had guitar
Oh yeah,
solos.
the end.
Right.
I think I think the end song where he's like, is what Marty McFly was imitating, I think.
Really? Okay.
I'm assuming. I didn't read anything about it in Back to the Future.
So does that mean Prince drops to the floor with the guitar still?
I'll bet. I'm just saying. I think he does.
I would agree with you. Again, we've never seen the movie, so we don't know. We're just spewing it out, but it's a fact.
I'm guessing it's true, and it probably is.
If it sounds true, it is true. So that's our top 10 list for Prince. We weren't big fans. We're probably wrong. Gotta be a fan, I guess.
Well, first we had to do the King of Pop,
Right.
and then we do Prince. Eventually, we'll get to the Queen.
We did Queen.
Not Queen the band,
The Queen.
the Queen of Pop.
Did she have a nickname? Was she the Queen of Pop?
Madonna is.
I know,
the
but
Queen.
what
She's
was
called
that?
the Queen of Pop.
She is?
I think.
Okay, I didn't know she had a nickname.
I think Aretha Franklin's the Queen of Soul.
Okay, she'll be in about a month because I just handed you the list today.
Okay.
Next week, however, okay, so Dove. We heard about doves crying, right? Next week it'll be fear making you cry.
Yeah, it's I think you're either gonna be scared or you're gonna be sad.
And if Prince named the band, there would be a number in it. Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is? Well, we'll tell you next time.
Or they rhyme. They rhyme.
That's right. To my knowledge, their name is not a song title. It could have been.
Now they're a duo, pretty much.
Yes.
So is one of it's Tears for Fears. So is one of them Tears and one of them Fears?
Well, one of them left eventually.
Yeah.
So
Who's the one that stayed, Ron?
Yes.
Okay.
Would they eventually? We're just for Fears.
Yeah.
Why? Tears left.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Cheers for Fears next time. All right. See ya. Bye.
Bye.